All right. So last session. Andy had rescued his mama. And everyone
Yay.
managed to leave the hideout relatively safe, despite my doubts. We noticed that there was some sort of reduction to healing. It is confirmed that healing has reduced by 1d10. The cleric heal spell, the cleric healing touch. I think what's the bonus action one? I just forget.
Healing word.
Is that the one you used? What did I say here?
I think I use cure wounds.
Oh, it's cure wounds. That's the one I'm thinking. Thank you. Yeah. So cure wounds, heal, and then the bard cure wounds as well. We've also confirmed that second wind is not affected by this healing reduction. Neither are potions. And seemingly Dave's chest piece, his magical item, which essentially acts like a second wind. They are not affected. You're not sure why or what's going on, but that's a thing. Other than that, Andy paid 150 gold to the Hobgoblin Inn to keep his mama safe. After that, Maylee has had enough waiting around. She's got a new leg and she's ready to hop on it and run all over to the Citadel of Blood, Kitatia Sanguine, in search of her dear old Ava. And that's where we left off. Right now, you guys are together in the Hobgoblin Inn. You had just released your prisoner, who has dragged himself away weeping with 2 useless legs, courtesy of Andy, who had severed his Achilles heels, I think it was, the Achilles tendons, and let him just kind of go about his way. That's definitely not going to come back to haunt you.
He's lucky I didn't kill him.
Fortunately, yes. He has been spared. And you guys are now in the Hobgoblin Inn. And everybody who was sleeping is now awake. And everybody is gathering together in the inn, where there is a soft melody being played by a blue tiefling male, dressed in bright colors, sort of like if it were similar to a jester's suit, but more formal. No bells, no hat.
So, question then, because you said everybody that was sleeping was awake. Well, that was just Nom Dom. So, technically, we rested or no?
You guys can have a long rest.
Yay.
This is effectively morning.
Air quotes
So we-
morning.
Yeah, I was about to say, so we think.
No, I'm willing to take that as word of God. It's actually 7 a.m.
Cool. Now we got a
Word of
time
God.
track from now on.
I'll start counting. 1, 2, 3.
All right, Dr. Stone it up.
Okay. So mom has been retired to her room. She's definitely not up for conversing too much. She is extremely tired.
Yeah, I figure she's not going to be much for conversation for a bit.
But she's safe.
With a cat.
With a cat that I can look through at any time.
Right. Thank you for reminding me. I was like, cat? What do you mean? She has a cat? Where did this cat come from? Is she a witch now? Oh, it's your familiar. You're the witch.
Yep. Burn me.
Build a bridge out of you. All right. So, Namdam, you have just come down the stairs, and everybody's sitting together at a table in the Hobgoblin. Seems to be like you guys are starting to prep to start think about what you want to do for the day.
I need more potions.
What
Are
kind
you-
of potions do you need?
The healing potions. We can't heal in this area. I need more healing potions.
So this could be a good time to test something.
Oh, not on me.
No, so with Issa's new spell, she can make 5 greater healing potions. However, because it's coming from a spell, I don't know if it actually works or not.
Let's test it.
Okay. I don't want to do that in the middle of the inn, because that won't
Oh.
be suspicious and weird.
What do you mean? And wolf transforming in the center of the square isn't weird?
Yeah, but like still. I don't know, is this something we want to test right now? Looks at everybody else in the group to see if this is a viable option.
Always go back up to the room.
What are we testing?
So I can use a 6th level spell to make 5 healing potions.
Right.
However, since we're noticing magic is affected versus potions, they're potions coming from magic, so I don't know
Wait,
if
magic is affecting what?
healing. 'Cause I tried to heal
Wait.
Nom Dom during the battle and it didn't work.
That's
Bailey
not
healed me
good.
though.
I healed a
But
little.
it seems like potions are not affected by whatever the magic is. So if we, I don't know if it will work, but I feel like it needs to be tested out.
Let's go outside for this. I don't think they'll appreciate blood on the floor.
We're not stabbing
What?
me.
How are we gonna tell if the healing is good if we're not hurt?
True.
Oh, where's that guy? Let's catch the bandit. We'll do
The-
it on him.
Well, he's probably shuffled away by now since we slept.
Well, okay, that's. I didn't know if you guys still had him or not.
Oh no, yeah, he's long gone.
Bleed your prisoners just so you can test a healing potion.
Yeah.
That doesn't change everybody's alignments.
So yeah, Andy will go outside with a dagger in hand.
Nom Dom is curious, so he follows.
Once outside, Andy will look at Namdam menacingly.
Nom Dom eyes grow very wide and go, no.
And then he cuts his own thigh.
What at the palm of his hand?
I grip my sword with that hand.
That's
fair.
Okay,
Cutting
Mr.
your hand is
Warrior Man.
stupid.
All right, roll damage.
And you don't walk with your legs?
I can teleport, it's fine. I take 9 damage.
Wow. That's a lot for cutting your leg.
Did you have to put all 5 points of your strength into it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how do I know if it actually works?
That's right. You dug that bitch in down to the bone.
Fuck yeah, you did.
I mean, it says
God.
allows, but yeah, that's a good point. How are you gonna know?
Okay.
Ow. Okay, so what's this about a potion?
Okay, so-
As your leg just bleeds.
Yeah.
We didn't even make the fucking potion yet. You just like, fuck it, let's try it.
Well, I have another thing I need to test too.
Oh, okay. As long as there's a backup plan.
And he's just a crazy guy stabbing himself in an alleyway in Ashenfell. Okay, so Isa's gonna go ahead and she'll cast the bubbling cauldron. And I'm gonna choose to have it be greater healing potions. And so you just see the little cauldron pop up and she dips her hand and she's got 5. And she gives one to Andy, go, okay, try this real quick and see how it goes.
How much is it to roll a greater?
I think it's 4d4 plus 4. Let me see.
44 plus 4.
44 health. Got it.
Plus 4.
My familiar heals 16. Why is it on my familiar?
Is this the healing that you're rolling right now, or this is like this is 4 potions?
This is the healing potion that Issa made me.
Oh, so you just downed this then?
Mhm.
You sure about that?
I mean, if I die, I die.
The cat,
Rolls question marks. God damn it.
the cat is eating well, huh? The familiar.
Your leg slowly knits itself back together, leaving a little white mark of fresh skin where the wound once was.
Did I notice anything about the healing potion in particular? Like, was it not as effective as I was expecting?
It had a slight hint of cherry,
Tastes like cherry.
but like not that like good kind of cherry. We're talking like cough medicine cherry.
Oh,
Oh.
it tastes like cherry.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's so good.
I do. I'm going to cut myself again.
And again.
This time only taking 7 damage. So down to 111. And I am going to ritual cast detect magic. So I'm just going to stand there for 10 minutes.
Bleeding.
Yeah, bleeding. And I'm going to focus my eyes on my leg as I cast Arcane Vigor. Supposedly healing for 11 points.
You heal for 11 points.
None of this makes any goddamn fucking sense.
None of this makes any goddamn sense.
It's misogynistic. Okay.
Non-brain damage.
Dom walks back into the inn frustrated.
Okay, we're wasting time with this. Let's get moving.
Going into a den of vampires, we should figure out what's going on with healing so we can actually be effective in a fight.
We'll have
What are we-
time on the way. We're wasting time standing here.
What are we even doing when we get there? We go up to the front gates and say, hey, you have her girlfriend. Can you give her back pretty, please?
We can,
What is our plan? We're walking into a castle.
when we get there, we can observe and see if we can find some sort of entrance, see what their forces
So
look
you
like.
have no plan. You're walking up to
I
the front
have
gate.
no plan. I have no information to make a plan, but I need to get to Ava. That is what I know. Don't pretend like you wouldn't have done the same fucking thing for your mom.
Or that
The
you did just do
Underdark was
that
already given
same
to
thing.
us as an alternate route to probably get underneath the castle, but okay, whatever. Want to ride on your horse? That's fine.
The Underdark, they said that it was dangerous. I know above ground is dangerous too. I'm trying to work with the best I've got, okay?
A
We
couple
have nothing
goblins
either
shove
way.
past between you guys as they're going into the inn. Hey, get out of the way! Come on, you're standing in the hallway.
You get out of the way.
Yeesh. And then they
Um,
disappear.
slight tangent, DM. With Detect Magic active, did I notice anything I wouldn't expect out of the healing spell that I cast? Did it look a little weak? Did it go anywhere else? Did anything weird like that happen?
Give me an Arcana check with advantage.
$17.
Everything happened as you would expect.
Shit. Alright. He's just gonna turn to Issa and say, I got nothing.
So so Andy's stuff works as expected.
We could
you
be
willing
getting
to
on the
stab your-
horses during this time.
Is that what you're doing, or are you?
Well,
I think
Little Miss Pushy keeps pushing.
Well, we need to figure out what's going on with the castle. There might be a way to get in.
Well, we're walking up to the front gate, knocking and asking politely.
Well, that is definitely a good way to get into places.
I'll go and get the fucking horses ready.
It's my favorite kind of horses.
I don't know. What do you
Okay.
say?
Catherine the Great over there.
My favorite kind of horses. Fucking horses.
I mean, while Maylee's going and getting the horses, you still look at Andy and be like, okay, should I just try like a small healing spell on you to see if it has any different effect now, since stuff seems to be working today?
I mean, we could try it, sure. I have no problem stabbing myself again.
This time it doesn't actually do anything to help you. You gotta stop
Damage.
stabbing yourself so hard, man.
Oh, my detect magic's gone.
Why?
Wait,
That's
that's not my concentration roll. Oh, that's
No,
my
it's
familiar
familiar.
concentration
Yeah,
roll.
you need to click on you. There
There
you
we
go.
Okay.
Your detect magic is not gone.
Okay, so do that small thing, normal.
$13 points of healing.
13 points of healing.
Does it
Maybe
work
it's-
as normal healing?
Yes.
I think there's that theory.
Maybe it's location based.
Nathan's just
Like-
rolling dice to screw with us.
I would never.
Well,
That's
honestly,
why
if
they're
you were the
question marks.
DM, like you introduce this fancy new mechanic that supposedly only works sometimes, you have to do it every time.
Well, yeah.
Or maybe it's only a certain, like, meta-y. Maybe it's has to hit a certain number on the die roll. So, like, if it's over 6, then it drains stuff. I don't know, maybe.
I
Or
love
the head
this.
vampire has to be awake, and he's rolling to see if he's awake yet.
Did it? I mean, it only happened down there, right? Maybe it was just an effect of being down there
Oh,
for some
that-
reason.
It
that
might
could
be.
too.
Didn't it happen somewhere else too? I thought it happened like a session before that too.
Oh, in the
Think
in,
so.
in the street, right?
Yeah,
Weird.
I think the guy's
So,
just not awake.
You guys, you guys had this interaction when you were in the hideout. It did not occur outside of the hideout.
Okay, so it's
The
only
hideout
that.
connects to the Underdark.
You didn't
Maybe it's an
actually heal
Underdark thing.
yourselves. You didn't heal yourselves outside of the hideout, except for here.
Okay.
Maybe there's like a susser flower or something down there and it's screwing with us.
Something like that.
All right. So Underdark, no go. I guess we are going and knocking on the front door.
So confident already. Oh, this is the first thing that makes sense. It's obviously the correct choice. We don't have anything to worry about.
It's like it's a DC journey difficulty. If we go the one where magic is nuked, it's easier to get there. We just can't heal as well. But if we go up
Mhm.
top, then it's harder.
Right, because I definitely wouldn't just make one way just absolutely hell.
Yep.
Yeah, like you would never do that.
Why did we go in the Underdark?
Right? Oh my god.
We had to eat the horses.
The fucking horses.
Now we have nothing. Oh, never mind. I'm not going there.
You are.
Backpedal.
Nathan ends up on a list.
Nathan ends up on a list.
Speaking of, where are those horses?
Right here.
Oh, they look cool. Dibs on the gray one.
The gray one's fucking mine.
Wow.
I call spots.
Can someone help me up on a horse?
Can do.
Sorry for the coughing, guys.
You're fine.
How dare you?
Oh, stupid static.
I didn't want to get sick.
I'm so
That
sorry.
static
Melee
is weird.
Melee is really aggressive right now, but I promise it's only in character. I'm not actually yelling at you guys.
Okay, well, good.
All good.
Oh, you hate us.
I was
Fine.
sitting here like, oh no, what's
No,
going
I'm
on?
sorry. I promise it's just her.
I don't know. That horse one sounded a little too real.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that one was real.
It really
Okay, maybe
That
that
one's
one was real.
Fine,
Like,
I'll take the
bitch.
black one.
All right,
I'll
static
take
should
whatever
be
horse you put me on.
You're probably sharing with Issa, so we're probably on the
Alright.
spotted one.
Yay. Am I riding in front or behind?
I don't know. Technically, I'm half proficient with mounts, so do with that what
Probably
you
best
will.
that you drive.
Yeah. I lived underground for a very long time. We rode donkeys.
Pony
Okay.
racing was a big thing in the Shire. Too bad you missed out on that area.
Oh, pony racing? That would have been fun. I could have gambled.
All right, so we got Melee.
Yes.
You're riding gray horse.
Yes.
What is the name of your gray horse?
Eternity.
Oh, jeez.
All right, we got Issa, Dom,
Mm-hmm.
and you're riding the what color one?
The spotted one.
And that is named.
Spot.
I'm so disappointed. I am so disappointed in you,
We can workshop names later.
Mike. We're going with Andy.
Mhm.
What is
The
your
black horse.
black
The
horse?
black horse.
Jonathan.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were going to name him
Jonathan.
Jamal.
I'm not that racist.
Oh my God, Justin. Zero.
Like that. I'm not that racist.
You're on the brown horse.
Okay.
What is your horse name?
Remind me, are we renting these horses or did we buy them?
They've
bought
been
them.
they've been
I
purchased.
bought them.
Okay.
They are legal cannon fodder.
I was just gonna be like, then I don't know the name because it's not my horse. But I guess if we bought them, Draw's horse name is Horsey.
Yeah.
Hey,
Perfect.
listen, that was the name
Yeah,
of
that's his raw
my
name.
that was the name of my mage's horse in World of Warcraft.
I thought about Axie too, but it just didn't seem right.
If you're a Kingdom Come fan, you could do Pebbles.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
That's
know.
fucking
Oh.
funny.
old Blanchy.
This is the best session ever.
Okay. So we have our horses. What are you doing with these horses?
Riding
Apparently,
them.
we're riding them.
Handlebars.
Okay. I assume you're heading straight to Catatia Sanguine. This is approximately 70 miles. How far are we going? How hard are you riding? What are you trying to do?
I think Melee would be the pace setter.
Onward as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah,
these horses.
the horses are the pace setter, unfortunately. Maylee would be pushing them as hard as she can without thoroughly exhausting them and losing them before they get there.
All right. So, Melee, are you pushing this horse into a gallop, a trot? What's
She'll
canter?
canter it for a while, and then when it needs to, she can relax into a trot.
Okay. So, you guys exit the ferry market at a decent pace. We're going approximately, I believe it canters around 15 miles an hour. And you travel for about an hour. When Melee, you're in front, I'm assuming still.
Sure.
You see a disturbance in the snow in front of you.
What sort of disturbance?
Wow. Something moving in the snow, like some sort of, could be an animal, could be, I don't know, anything, but the snow bank itself is moving. And a little further past that, you see what appears to be an open black umbrella, like thrown about 20 feet away, just kind of protruding out of the snow.
The fuck?
Melee is going to try to steer her horse around unless someone calls for a halt.
Are we assuming like Melee is the only one that notices this and she's leading, or?
You guys can notice it too. It's fine. She noticed it because of passive perception. You did as well because you have a quite high passive perception. Isa. So you do see something moving in the snow. You see Melee steering around it. It's directly in your path. You could trample over it or steer around it or inspect it. What would you like to do?
Does it seem like spastic movements, or does it seem like little shuffling, or?
Okay, so you're doing a closer inspection than Melee did. Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Okay. Boop, get that out of my face.
You're slowing your pace down to a trot. Okay.
Dirty 20.
With the dirty 20, you see what appears to be a hand, a humanoid hand kind of protruding out of the snow.
Like, okay, do I hear anything? Like, is a person talking or like screaming or anything from the snow?
You don't hear anything other than the sounds of wind past your ears, the sounds of the trees, but this is,
Issa, everything okay
you
back
just
there?
see a little bit of movement in the snow, and you see a hand starting to protrude out of it, and then slipping back into the snowbank out of sight.
Okay, so
Continue.
it's not like somebody trying to wave us down from being in the snow. It's just like there and then gone.
You saw a hand kind of go in just briefly out of the snow. You can tell that this is some sort of humanoid in the snowbank.
Okay. There's a person potentially in the snowbank? I mean, they don't seem like they want out, but that's a thing.
They could be in danger.
Do we say hi?
It's a distraction.
You're gonna let someone die.
I mean, I could fireball it so we can see what's going on
No,
behind
please
the snow.
don't.
We let a little girl drown already.
We already let someone die. And he's gonna turn around a little bit and just dig through the snow. I'll catch
Alright.
up with you, Melee.
Andy's bringing up the rear, right?
So what are the rest of you doing? What's going on? Who's stopping? Who's continuing forward? Is anybody slowing down?
Melee's gonna slow her horse to a walk, but she's gonna keep going.
Okay.
Grawl would be staying with her because he doesn't want to leave one person alone, like usual.
And I'm assuming Issa and Namdam are holding still with Andy. Or are you
I'm
going?
doing whatever she is doing with the horse.
You're holding. You're riding bitch. I get it.
I am passenger princess.
Andy, you uncover what you thought was snow at first, but it's very clear that this is just extremely white hair. In the snow. In the snow. Like it's in the snow. But I mean, it's not like you're digging through a bank of hair. No. It's blending into the snow. So like as you're digging in, you definitely sense that this is definitely a person of some sort. And follow the snow, the hair up to what is presumably the head, and you clear that off, and you get this really long pointed ear, and then quickly the head turns towards you, and you see this big red eye with long black lashes, covered in frost.
I love what you did to your eyelashes.
You get a vague sense of familiarity with your friend.
Oh.
As you uncover more, this is clearly someone of that race. Female.
The hell?
And she's shaking.
Shaking. Oh, what would he do here? There's like frozen trees around the place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Andy is going to take some flint and tinder, and with a small spark and the control flame spell, he is going to set a tree ablaze.
Okay.
And he's going to move this person up in front of the tree to warm them up.
All right. So as you drag this person out of the snow, you just sense that she's very, very briefly kind of trying to move against you and recoil from the light. And she looks, seems to look around, and she spots the umbrella, and she reaches a weak hand towards it. It's still about 10 feet away.
I will put out the tree and hand her the umbrella.
She fusses with it a little bit, and eventually manages to open it and kind of brace it against herself as she slouches against the snowbank under the tree.
What are you doing here? You don't belong here.
Oh, she's pretty.
Oh,
She's
is
pretty.
pretty.
She is pretty.
Oh, Melee's turning around now.
Pretty woman.
So this is the outfit she's wearing, but the cloak is torn, her body's bruised, and she
no fangs in the teeth, right? Just reminds me more of a friend than a vampire.
I mean, she's not really showing. She's just kind of like quietly sitting there. If she has fangs, they're not visible. But clearly resembles vampiric, looking at her like this, which is very similar to the members of the Grey Elves. My name is Marinella. She says, I was ambushed by wargs. They took the umbrella and left me to cower in the light.
You're a vampire.
Of course not.
Andy will take one of his large, grubby hands and push down her lower lip.
She will not let you do that.
I am very big and strong.
I cast Hold Person.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow. This escalated quickly.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
Issa will counterspell him. We do not do this to people we just met. We don't even know anything about her.
Sorry, Andy.
She could be a vampire.
Vampire.
Well, whole person doesn't work on vampires, so.
But then we would know she's a vampire if it doesn't work on her, right?
Fine, you obviously are not trusting some random woman you found in the snow. She grins at you, and you see 2 fangs on either side of her front teeth. I'm not a vampire. I'm a Dhampir. Not that you would know the difference. Get it over with. Stake me. Burn me. Just don't bore me with the weight.
If we kill who turned you, you turn into a vampire.
Says
That's assuming
who?
she's a spawn.
You
No,
clearly-
that's a spawn. That's a spawn.
You
Damn
clearly don't know what a Dhampir is, darling.
All right, we're kind of in a rush. You're cowering in the snow. Do you need anything? Food, water, whatever? I don't really feel like killing you.
Warmth. I hunger, but I always do. I just don't partake. I'll take bread if you have it.
And he will leave 1 day of rations.
Before we leave, shouldn't we ask her if she knows about this castle?
What castle?
We are heading to Cassia Sanguine. We have someone we need to retrieve.
There's no one there you want to retrieve.
Yes, there is.
Well, if that is the case, it is down this pathway before you. You're heading in the right direction. The spires should be in the distance by morning if you don't stop to rest.
Is there any reasonable way for outsiders to get in, either through trade or do they allow that at all?
The only crop they desire is blood. Thankfully, you have plenty. So I assume.
At least a few of us do.
I ask her what her relationship. What is your relationship with the castle?
I'm a familiar.
Do you know the castle well?
Yes, I am a familiar.
Who's familiar with
Is
the
that like
castle?
a term for a servant or something?
No, I think that just means she's familiar with the castle.
No.
No, Ace,
I'm-
you remember my hawk-turned cat? It's like that.
She seemed very irritated
A whole
for a second.
person, though?
She seemed very irritated for a second until Andy started describing the bird and the cat. Exactly, other than being conjured, I am still bound to the master.
Yeah, she's magically bound to whoever casts the spell, does their bidding. They can presumably speak telepathically and see through her.
You can have a whole person be a familiar? Like D&D question, not me like saying that in front of her.
We never found out.
Yeah, you counterspelled me outside D&D.
Well, no, but like Andy has the find familiar spell, so he would know if he could conjure a whole person, right?
My familiars aren't humanoid.
But there are humanoid familiars.
Are you talking in character?
I'm asking outside of like out of character because I'm not super familiar. I thought familiars could only be animals, so
Yeah, so did I. That's a good clarification. Because I thought familiars until
I
you
think-
said that, but that's fine.
Go ahead, Araya. You know. I think you know.
I think there's a difference between what a player character can do with that spell and what is actually going on here.
Rule of narrative.
Dracula
Okay.
has a familiar.
Ah, okay.
She is a familiar to a vampire, somebody that lures people in, so the vampire can
she's a
feed.
Starian.
The Starian is a spawn.
But she's basically a Starian.
So,
No.
in character, I ask her if she knows any secret ways to get into the castle.
There's a couple different ways to get in. You can go through the front door. There's the servant's entrance, and there's also, you don't look like you have wings, but there's also the entrance that goes from the cliffside.
Cliffside.
I take out a piece of paper and a pencil, and I get off the horse and I tell her to draw where these entrances are.
Is Zeral and melee close enough to hear this?
It's up to you guys.
Like, can
Melee.
we
There's a
insight check
burning
her?
tree, and your friends are not following you. Are you turning around?
I mean, she already admitted to being a familiar to a vampire. Everything she says is suspect, but still somewhat valuable.
Sure. I mean, we can always just look at it when we get there. It's just this makes us
Yeah,
start looking
I'm more
a little
speaking to
bit
Katie
easier.
out of character.
Oh, got it.
Like, everything she says is suspect.
And while you
She
guys
could
are
be putting us
conversing,
into a tunnel.
she's drawing.
Melee would realize that, like, they're not coming back, and she would kind of really annoyedly stop and come back to the point where she can see them, at least.
Marinella looks up. You can't fly, can you?
I can.
Yes.
We have
kind of.
Then you could also go in through here. And she's continues scribbling, and you see like a very rough doodle of the castle. And she shows it has the entrance to the main gates, has the servants' entrance, and then it has the spire entrance, which appears to just be a hole in the top of the tallest spire. This entrance here is going to be a very unexpected entry. Typically only bats and those who can turn into them go in and out, and that's typically the lords of the castle.
Interesting.
You gave all this up very freely.
I build her a very nice campfire.
Next to
I
the
can
burning
also,
tree.
like, well, so
Uh,
if she's
no,
comfortable with it, Issa can do prestidigitation to warm her. Like, if she's kosher with that, Issa would do that, because then there's no light and fire and stuff.
Oh, true.
She doesn't seem bothered by the fire too much, but she doesn't resist any of the magic spells you're casting on her.
All right, Issa, just do it 3 times, cover her in, like, the torso area, so she's got warmth in the necessary, more important areas.
She
It's like,
Gave
that
all
should
this up
for an
very
hour.
quickly. We're in a rush, but I really do need to know, what's your relationship with your master or mistress? They have control over you, yes, but how do you feel about them?
After they killed Drakova, or at least assisted in his demise, they took over the castle, and I am not a fan of how it is ran. What is this? An insight?
Yeah.
She appears to be telling the truth.
Good to know.
Not
Good to know.
a fan of how it is currently ran.
How do you want it ran? Back to the old way?
Preferably. Wasn't terribly against Drakova. Now there's a power struggle. Everybody's trying to fight to see who is the lord, the true lord and heir of the castle.
That's good to know.
I ask her if she knows how to get out of the land.
I'm afraid the only answer I had was to kill Drakova, but that obviously did not seem to work.
Got it.
He must have some other connection to the land that I am unaware of. That truth has seemed to have died with him.
Damn.
Very good to know.
You said that, they're vying for the lord status. Are there multiple, like, full-size or full-fledged vampires at Catatia Sanguine then?
Oh, yes. There are... She kind of thinks in her head. 6 of them?
Oh.
6 full vampires. We are not fighting our way through.
Yeah, someone please rein Melee in.
So I give Melee
Bombastic side eye.
the piece of paper and say, well, these are ways that we can get into the castle. There's 6 vampires, and this mission is getting more fucked by the second. Here you go.
Your mission?
To get the person we're looking for.
We have a person in the castle that we need to get out.
Is she a consort or is he a staff?
She is a prisoner.
Then she's
To my knowledge.
obviously either already spawn, which is the most likely case, or she is holding on as a blood bag until she's eventually drained. I am sorry for your loss.
Where do they hold the blood bags?
It depends on the vampire.
Okay. Different vampires hold them in different locations, vying for... Okay, got
If
it.
it was Florentina, there would be nothing left.
We know she's still alive. Okay.
If it was Lasmina or her wretched brother, Viorel, not the worst fate. She kind of has a little grin and maybe a slight blush in her cheek. That would be brothel work.
Maybe the brothel. Okay.
Nikolai
This-
doesn't take blood bags. He only feeds when he seems to require it, and when he does, he gorges, and then goes on another fast.
Why does he go on fast?
You'll have to ask him.
We're getting a little bit off topic and we're on a time crunch. You understand that I assume everything you said is a trap, but regardless,
You understand that I can't tell you anything that they don't want you to know.
I understand.
Do they know we're coming if you're here with us?
They know someone is supposed to be coming. That is my job. But I was obviously delayed.
So they're
I-
probably getting a little impatient. Okay.
I would be more than willing to accompany you on your travels and make sure that you reach the castle gates.
I think I'm going to give the rundown to Melee about what this kind of familiar is and what I suspect of it. Essentially, she is under control of a vampire, and she can't say or do anything against the vampire's will. What do you think? Take her or leave her?
She has knowledge of the castle, and she can help us at least to get there. It's dangerous to take her, and we certainly shouldn't trust her, but
Nothing
think
she
that-
says has been against her master's will.
She does seem to be kind of smiling as you guys are talking.
She wants to bring people to the castle. Or rather, she's been commanded to.
I think we leave her, personally.
I think we leave her.
Because I wouldn't want any kind of telepathic anything.
Well,
Does
if she
Melee
can speak
happen to have-
telepathically, they already know.
Does
Right,
Melee
but they
happen to have
don't know
chaos
where we
prepared?
are coming from, though.
not at the moment.
Yeah, I say
Also,
we
she's
leave
on
her.
foot too, so that would create an
Right.
issue with the horses.
Yeah, I think we leave her.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but we're gonna leave your offer and make our own way.
Such a pity. I would have rather enjoyed riding next to you.
I'm sure.
Before we head out, Issa would just ask really quick, Do you know anything about a woman named Seraphina?
They call her the Death Queen, don't they?
Is she at Katatia Sanguine, do you know?
I thought that you were going to leave me behind. She's a little smirk.
I mean, we still can. I just figured I'd ask one more question.
She kind of like gives her umbrella a little flick to knock off some of the dust of the snow dust. I'd be happy to accompany you on your travels.
Yeah, that's not what I asked, but thanks.
Very well.
And then just guess we can turn to go.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Can you help me back up on the horse?
And he will help him back up on the horse.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You don't want to do an acrobatics check to try and get up it?
No! Do I look like an elf with long flowy hair? And my name is Legolas.
How do you
Yeah,
know who
that sounds
Legolas
right.
is, Namdam?
No, it was Legolas.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not Legolas, he's Legolas.
Legolas.
Short.
Onward.
Onward.
Okay. It's starting to get to a point where, I mean, you guys had just stopped for a little bit. Your horses are very reluctant to move, but they do oblige and they continue.
Yeah.
Do we need to do like animal handling checks to see how they're doing
Don't
or like
remind
something?
him.
I'm not having, you guys are not galloping, you're not running through crazy terrain, you're not in combat, you're just riding horses.
Well,
Train
just because
horses.
they were, you know, if they're reluctant to move, then, you know, strain or whatever. I don't know. I'm just asking.
Are you trying to ask and see like how they're doing?
Yeah, like, do we, if they're reluctant to move, that would make me concerned that they're not doing hot after an hour of cantering.
I mean, you can definitely check that if you want.
I can try. What would you have that be? Nature or animal handling?
That would be animal handling.
Okay. Super good at that. 6.
Yeah, horse is just stubborn, man.
While we were making our way downtown, cantering fast,
Huh.
Andy would try to tell the group everything he knows about familiars. What they're allowed to do, what they can do on their own, what they can't do on their own, what he can do with his in particular. Essentially coming to the fact that everything she said, she was told to say or was able to say, allowed to say. And she wants us to go to that castle.
Mhm.
And it's likely that her master already knows we're on our way. And it's likely that her master already knows that she told us about the rooftop entrance. We're walking into a trap.
Did anybody take invisibility on this last level up?
I took C invisibility.
Yeah. The opposite. I did not.
You're also not very, because it's Andy and Zaral that are not very sneaky, correct?
We're in full armor.
Yeah, so you
Chink, chink, chink,
I'm-
chink.
I'm not very
actually-
sneaky with my leg either.
I am.
I thought
very
your leg put you
sneaky.
back to full dexterity.
It does, but it still gives me disadvantage on stealth because it has squeaky hinges or whatever.
I should
Is that
teach
only if
Melee
you
how to wear
don't
heavy
oil
armor.
it though?
Let me find where.
Pretty
the fucking
sure
description
that's
was.
only if you don't oil it. So I think you're good now.
I sneak pretty
Okay.
well.
I also sneak well.
My boots make it. I have advantage on stealth checks.
While wearing this item in good condition, your speed is no longer reduced due to missing leg. You no longer have disadvantage on dex saving throws. So it is still currently in good condition as long as you are oiling it.
Okay.
I'm also going to assume that based on the fact that she didn't answer my question about Seraphina means that that's something they don't want us to know, whether or not she's at the castle, unless she's just was being coy. But that's my opinion on it.
It sounded like she was willing to show us, but that was it.
Yeah.
That's not what I got from it, but works. Lisa's got not great insight, so.
Well, also, the one that knows familiars, I think we should take his advice. You know?
Yeah, they want us to go to the castle. They're expecting someone to show up. Maybe with her, maybe without her. Maybe they already know our number and ranks. I don't know if she has telepathy.
Well, no, my only thing with Seraphina is because we know Seraphina has been in Ava's mind because she's intercepting the sending. So if she was there for us to figure out how to break it, that's where my mind went with it.
Hmm. All right, onward.
Onward.
All right, continuing on. You travel for another 2 hours without anything blocking your path. Your horses are getting tired. They're starting to slow and to trot.
Yeah, we can trot them for a while.
So 2 more hours at 15 miles an hour is another 30. Oh, this thing is not very friendly.
Yeah, I guess we're not doing any, like... Never mind.
I'm just going to delete this. Yeah, you're at 30 miles. About halfway there. Onto a trot.
That was about 3 hours in? No, 4 or 5.
So you did an hour of cantering, found the elf, and then delayed for a little bit, and then ran for another 2 more hours and made it about 30 miles.
About 3.5, 4 hours into the day.
Yep.
Okay.
You
The
guys
horses are looking any... Go ahead.
And you guys are also getting a little fatigued from riding.
Should we take like a half-hour break for lunch or something? Let the horses get some wind. We can.
I would love some lunch.
Let's do a...
Everybody takes a short rest.
Okay.
Not that you
I
had
use
any
my
health or
arcane
anything.
recovery.
Does Melee need to eat?
Oh, so we can.
Oh no, I don't.
Short rest, right?
Short rest.
I'm just trying to keep all of these mortals around me alive.
I mean, you can still die. We've proven that.
Oh, especially, yeah, she could be eaten.
Yeah.
Get that second level spell slot back.
Did Andy ever officially give his shield scroll to Namdam?
No, Namdam did not want it.
He didn't?
Nope. I don't remember why he didn't want it, but he didn't.
Effectively, it's just a 5th spell slot for first levels for me now. Which I'm totally fine with. Right, I haven't learned how to fly yet. I'm a fool. So after that break, check on the horses and see about heading back out.
Really, we've been playing this for a while, and I still haven't learned where passive perception is on your guys' character sheets.
Mm-hmm.
I know where it is on NPCs.
Actually listed.
Huh?
I don't think it's actually listed.
Yeah, I don't think on this one it lists them.
That's annoying. Oh well. Okay, so we got Are you as let's see, we got a perception of +5 from Issa and a perception of a +5 from melee that is not proficient. Okay, so
+9 with expertise from Andy.
oh, you're +9. Okay, so you're the perceptive one out of the group.
5e changes, baby.
Oh, it does list them. It actually lists all of the passives.
Where?
Just to the right of the skills, it's got the numbers 10 plus your proficiency.
Weird though, because then it would mean I have a 20 passive perception. That's not right.
Oh, the light number, the light gray. Okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit! You had a past perception of 19.
Yeah,
All right.
those 2024 changes did me really well.
Issa's got you beat.
I don't know why it's at 20, because I had to change my observant feat, so I don't get the +5 anymore. So I
Yeah,
should be at
something's bugged.
15.
Something's bugged. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
I
It's
will be the
10
same as you,
plus.
Andy, though, at the
We'll have to
next level.
take a look at your character sheet at some point. Okay, Andy. While you're resting, you see a dark object that kind of stands out in the haze of the distance. It's roughly roughly the size of like a car.
What the fuck? How far out is it?
Looks to be about 30 feet. It's kind of hard
Oh,
to tell a little bit because of the darkness and the haze.
Oh, it's
Mist.
close enough. Yeah, Andy's gonna head out and check it. Hold on, guys. I see a thing. I'll be 1 minute.
As you
And
approach,
he'll walk out to see it.
As you approach, you get about 10 feet, and you start to realize exactly what this is. It's a carriage.
The
A
fuck?
carrot?
A carriage.
Oh, carriage. Okay.
As you get closer, you can see that it doesn't have a steed attached to it, but
Mhm.
it's seemingly like upright as if it's attached to a steed.
See invisibility.
You don't see anything invisible. Wait, what's that say? Okay, you can see an ethereal plane. Okay, never mind. You see a nightmare. So a black horse,
Oh.
a black war horse, double the beef of your guys' horses. Quite large. Its mane and tail and hooves are ablaze in orange flame. This is a full black carriage, and it looks to be of high quality make, polished, the color of obsidian with gold finish.
Is there anyone riding it or resting inside?
It is completely empty, and as you approach, the door opens.
That's not ominous.
The nightmare pads its hoof into the snow impatiently.
Guys, I think I found a different ride.
That's not she.
I didn't know Uber came out here.
Inside the carriage, is there anything? Or is it just empty with seats?
There is 2 bottles of red wine and several glasses.
Are we sure it's wine?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask.
You can check.
Go ahead, taste it.
It's drugged.
Fuck it, I can teleport out. I get inside the carriage.
Oh,
Oh,
my
God.
god.
You don't know that you can get out?
The
Door
carriage
shuts.
rocks as you get in as normal and take a seat in the very comfortable, cushy chair. Plenty of room for your entire party. The door
I will-
shuts,
Mm.
but nothing else
Okay.
seems to happen. What are the rest
Are
of you
there
doing?
I'm just watching.
From 30
You see
feet
Issa,
away?
like,
'Cause he's
holding her
off in
head
the
going like,
distance.
I'm keeping like a good 30 feet away.
Okay. Do you have dark vision?
I do, yeah. I've
Okay,
lived
then you can
underground.
see it, but people who don't have dark vision are gonna have to get closer.
And the horse is invisible to them.
Correct. They don't
Yes.
see a burning hellish steed
Nope.
from another
Unless
plane.
Namdam gets within 5 feet of it.
Oh my god.
For me, it's 10 feet. I'll see within 10 feet.
You can't see in the ethereal plane.
Yeah, I guess it's fair. 'Cause it's invisible creatures for me. I guess there's a difference, though.
oh,
You
it's
have-
there. You just don't know what it is.
You can see invisible?
Blind fighting.
Oh, then you would know something is there.
Yeah, but I guess since it's
Like-
ethereal, it
Yeah.
might be different, though.
Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily have sight, but you definitely know something is there and what it is. It's like a sense of your surroundings, rather.
A hefty steed of some sort. Probably a nightmare.
Is anything happening? Just the door closes?
The door closed and you lose sight of Andy.
Well,
like he
what are
turns
we doing,
invisible in the
guys?
carriage, or
He's in the carriage and you can't see him.
And the carriage isn't moving, so. Did he get teleported?
Andy,
Yeah?
are you in there?
Yeah.
And everything's fine?
Yeah.
That's what someone who isn't fine would say.
Are there any reins inside the carriage, or is this strictly a passenger seat?
Just passenger.
I will try to leave.
The door opens.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine in there. I don't know where this guy will lead us, but
I can take a guess.
Me too. I'm pretty sure it leads us to the castle.
I'm sure it might lead us to the castle a lot faster than our current horses.
So this is the second time they're sending us a fucking invitation.
Well, do we accept?
Or do we go to the Underdark now? They're open.
If we have no plan and we're just going up to the front door anyway, accepting their invitation might be a better sign of goodwill.
True.
Or they do some weird shit to us and we end up passed out in that carriage and turned to blood bags.
Also true.
It's a lot more likely to end in a trap than watching the castle for other opportunities, but at the same time, it would get us there and get us inside faster, ideally.
Melee is only
I-
against undeath when they don't provide amenities to her, but as soon as they do, fuck yeah.
It's the wine.
Nom Dom doesn't know what to do. He's very curious on the carriage and everything, but he really doesn't like traps.
Well, Melee, this entire trip is an undeath wish either way. I'm down with it regardless. We want to continue taking our horses, or do we want to send them back to town and go through this?
I mean, like, we're miles away. There's no guarantee they'll make it back to town.
They're smart horses.
Where in town would they even go?
They might get eaten by a werewolf, who knows?
I mean,
Yeah.
You
They
guys
look
are not
kinda
convincing the
expensive.
horse girl right now.
Can we just tie the horses off? And while we might be gone for a while too.
They
So
might
the
starve.
the bears that come in can get them then.
Yeah. I'd say we just let them go if we're gonna take the carriage. Just let them run free. Money well spent.
I mean, It seems like our best option to get there quickly and get to Ava and find out what's going on. It also feels like a fucking trap. And we don't even know that's where it's going.
Can Andy like do detect magic on the carriage to see if there's something that might be on it? You know, if there's like that might trigger or something like that.
Sure. I will hard cast Detect Magic.
Oh, that's a big horse.
Horse. Oh my goodness, that's so
Do
pretty.
not-
He rivals the Tarrasque. Look at him.
Okay. I can see magic on the carriage if it's there, and I can also tell what school it's from.
Yeah, so there doesn't seem to be any magic in the carriage, but you do see kind of like the door seems to be held open by some unseen servant.
Okay, yeah, so there's an unseen servant inside the carriage, and he's opening and closing the door for us. Presumably, he's going to drive the carriage as well.
Oh, if he's unseen, I can see him. I start walking towards it, towards the carriage, and when I get, within 5 feet of it, I now see the horse.
No, you don't see
And-
the horse. Oh, wait, yeah, you do see the horse, yeah.
I do see the horse.
Yes,
I
yes.
do see the horse, and I freak out and run the other way. What is that? What is the big monster in the front of it?
He's a horse.
That is no. No. Those are horses. He points at our horses, and then he points in the area where the beast was and goes, "That's not a horse."
That's a carriage.
And I go, "There's something pulling it," and I describe it. So what is that?
It's a horse. It's a big ass horse. Now, are we going on the carriage, or are we going alone? We're
If
coming up
everybody's
against
going
6
in the
vampires.
carriage, I'll go in the carriage.
Like, we're going up against 6 vampires. I do not think we can force our way in.
I mean, I agree with that statement. I just don't like being pulled by a beast.
Okay, let's take the carriage.
Bye, Jonathan. Be good.
Maylee's gold that she
Reluctantly-
just spent for us.
Yeah, for real. Poor horses.
Bye,
I
horse.
mean, I knew they might not last very long, to be fair.
I mean, I did make you name them.
Yeah.
We can't.
We could tie them to the back of the carriage and watch as their
Oh,
necks
we-
get ripped off by the hell
Oh.
beast when it goes like 3 times as fast as a normal horse.
Yeah, that's not. Well, that would definitely make a statement going into the castle.
Here's lunch.
God.
We don't horse
we-
around here.
We could take the horses as tribute for blood banks.
They do not want horse meat.
It's not the meat, it's the blood.
Clearly, someone didn't read Twilight.
Clearly.
If we're doing this, let's do this.
All right.
And Maylee will go and climb into the carriage.
And
You would hear
Drawback
Issa
is
audibly
slightly-
say, "This is a bad idea," and she'll be the
Dom
last one to
goes-
get on it.
Dom just goes, yeah.
Let's do this.
We're gonna die.
Yeah, we 100% gonna die.
I mean, Gerald should have died last session, so.
It's true. I
mean,
already died.
Everything at this point is just a bonus.
At this point, then, like while they're in the carriage, Issa would open up her bag and say, "All right, we got 4 of these potions left. They seem fine. Who wants one?"
I do.
I'm good.
She'll give one to Dum Dum.
Zeral, you should
Yay.
take one.
Gerald will take one.
Zeral gets one. All right, 2 left.
You should take one, Issa.
Okay. One left.
So as the last ass touches the seat, there's a mighty jerk on the door, on the carriage, and the nightmare lifts off, and you guys immediately levitate off the ground. Trees go whipping by you at increased speed.
Well, this is fun.
Yeah, they knew exactly how many of us were coming.
And the
where are
movement
those
of the
potions?
trees, the movement of the trees blends in, and as you look out the windows, you see what looks to be spirits in their place, flying by, clawing at you, clawing at the carriage. A sea of souls whirls around you. Angels fly overhead. And then you stop suddenly. And before you, it's a mighty lightning storm over a castle.
I don't even know what I'm just looking at the scenery.
So once
In
the
awe.
carriage, stops, we no longer see the Sea of Souls and stuff.
Correct.
I'm
You are
assuming? Okay.
you are sitting in a normal area in the winter, standing in front of a castle with two spires on the edge of a cliff.
That was
Do we know it was the Sea of Souls?
You can take it however you will.
Now that we made it in and out, at least we don't have to worry about dying anymore. Now we can bring ourselves back because we made it out of the Sea of Souls.
that's not how this works.
You said we had to make it in and out. We made it in and out.
I mean, this carriage is clearly blasphemy, to be fair.
And yet you got into it.
Yeah, well,
And yet you told all of us to get into it.
I didn't realize quite how much blasphemy it was until this moment.
Avo 1, boom. How many?
Well, we're at the castle.
The unseen servant opens the door for you.
Thank you, Chuck.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
Okay, who wants this last potion before we depart?
I'll take it.
Oh.
Oh. You need the healing more
We
than
already
me
have one.
because I
I
can
do.
heal.
Yeah, Nam Nam can't heal, so give him that. So you have that you can grab them from the compendium, but just
Okay.
make sure you got them on your lists.
What
Yeah.
is it? in the
Potion of
compendium?
Greater Healing.
44 plus 4.
Potion of greater healing. Cool.
Because I think, okay, I'm gonna click on this just to see. Yeah, so you once you get it to your inventory, you can click on it, do the consume usage, and then just roll your healing then.
Okay. Potion of greater healing. Boop. There we go. Cool. All right. Whoever leader of the pack is today, what what are we doing?
Andy will pointedly look at Melee.
How does the castle look? Are there like people? Does it look empty?
You don't see
What
any
are we
people.
looking at here?
Okay, so you are staring at the edge of a cliff. There are two towers on the other side of a bridge that leads into the keep. There's a wall around the entire castle. And that's all you can see from this perspective.
Okay. Well, they invited us here. So
And now we die here.
knock.
Yes.
We're certainly not fighting 6 vampires. They know how many of us we are, and they're clearly not scared of us considering they invited us. Let's knock.
All right. Maylee's gonna go knock on the door.
All right, so as you cross this bridge, as you approach the bridge, Melee, you're in front. Right in front of you, something kind of blips into existence and then disappears.
Oh, fuck.
And then to your right, something blips into existence and disappears. And as you approach even further, they seem to kind of more materialize, and this procession of souls continues to walk towards the bridge that you are walking alongside, this line towards the bridge, and they leap off and then disappear into the depths below.
What the fuck?
This must look so wild to Andy.
Do I see this?
Oh
As
yeah, you guys can all see this as you're following.
okay.
She's just the first one.
Yep, that's going to be us soon, in line to death.
Continue.
I don't like this place.
Really.
I'm just laughs nervously because he's just done.
As you cross the bridge completely, a thick cloud fog, a thick cold fog swirls in the courtyard before you. Sporadic flashes of lightning lance in the weeping clouds overhead as the thunder shakes the ground below. And through the drizzle, you see torch flames fluttering in each side of the keep's open main doors.
Oh, they're open.
They are now open.
Oh,
fuck.
they were totally expecting us.
Warm light spills out of the entrance, flooding the courtyard. High above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame.
All right. I'm going inside.
And just give you guys a little sense of scale. These walls are about like 90 foot tall.
Mm.
Oh, not like it's
So we're
really
going-
tall to me.
We're going straight to the front gate into the
I
open
guess
doors.
so.
Melee, do you have anything that you can mass cast for protection?
Good question. Most of my mass casts are heals. I could. Does this add more people if I upscale it?
Protection from evil is only good for 10 minutes.
Hmm. Yeah, and it doesn't look like it upscales either.
Do we want a mind link? So we
Probably
can
not.
communicate with each other. They don't know, potentially.
Probably not a bad idea. Because of my little roommate, I'll just follow your lead.
You follow my lead?
I totally forgot that you had.
Keep me out of the link.
She's very excited to meet your new friend.
Okay. Nathan, would you allow a ritual casting of this or no?
10 minutes just waiting out in the courtyard.
We're preparing.
Is that what you're going to be doing?
Well, I'm asking, would you allow a ritual cast, or would you say there's not enough time and just we got to do a full cast? Like, is there anything pressuring us to go inside?
Do you see anything pressuring you to go inside?
Nothing has pressured us to
That's
come
a
here.
yes.
I mean, if you'll allow a 10-minute ritual cast, I'm going to do that. If not, I'll use the spell slot.
It sounds like you can certainly try.
Yeah, I think you should try.
Okay, I'm going to try it.
Technically, we don't see anything making us do anything right now.
Okay, I'm going to try ritual cast it. Does anything stop me from doing it?
You continue to ritual ritual cast for 10 minutes. As you are doing so, the double doors in front of you, You can see that they're still wide open. On the inside, the floor is kind of like a checkered floor, and you can clearly see closed doors directly on the other side of that. So there's kind of like an airlock area.
Oh, a foyer.
10 minutes pass.
Okay.
So we can all hear each other now, except for
You can hear,
Crazy and his roommate.
you can hear all
Yeah.
of your dirty little thoughts. And I'm going to give you guys... let's do a 2-minute break.
Okay.
In real life?
Yes. Go to the restroom.
In real life?
Reverse, grab a beer. Do what you will, because we're going to get into this.
Okay, I'm
I'm
gonna
back.
go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
It's gonna be good.
I'm so excited.
I am back.
Hello, back.
Okay. We are here.
Hello, back girl.
Eh,
So, as I bring you guys into this new scene,
wait, is Dave
So
back?
excited.
is he back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I want you guys. This is purely for visuals. So don't go too far unless you're planning on stuff.
We gonna die. 10 steps in.
You gotta reset all your tokens.
I love this music right now.
It's so good.
Are you
It
still?
is.
Are you still channeling?
Who?
See, invisibility lasts
No,
for 1
Melee-
hour.
Melee's like channeling something right now.
Am I? doesn't
Your
say I have
your
any.
token is.
Oh, weird.
You got a bunch of light. Can't have that. No, ma'am.
I like my light.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
So am I. I have to pop my thing out so I can see everything.
Ooh.
Spooky.
This is a big map.
That's cool.
This is a
Holy
big map.
Shit. All right.
That's cool.
I spent, I think it was 6 hours setting up this map.
It shows.
Really?
It
Wait,
already shows.
Wouldn't it suck if we didn't explore it at all?
Why
I
does it
kind of
look so
felt bad about the bandit hideout because like we didn't do anything in there.
Yeah.
All right. So, who's going first?
Well,
I'm going
Melee.
first.
I don't know. Do we want me up front just in case there is talky stuff to do?
Issa next to me, definitely.
Wee.
Do you want me to do front or back?
Back with me.
All right. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
because
be.
then we got a warrior on each rank with
Yeah.
Melee
With
taking
Ma-
front because
yeah.
it's her thing.
I'm going to be reading verbatim from Curse of Strahd.
Oh,
Just so you know.
God.
Plagiarist.
Strahd
This is the Curse of Strahd Castle.
scares me.
So
We got 6 of them.
the ornate outer doors of the castle hang open, flanked by fluttering torches and iron sconces. Sconces?
Sconces.
Sconces, whatever. 20 feet inside the castle is a second set of doors.
This one.
So we
Okay.
walk forward 2 seconds.
Okay. I thought there was more to the story.
The doors in front of you suddenly open,
Oh, fuck.
revealing a
Oh.
grand hallway filled with the sound of
Ooh.
organ music.
That's, cheerful.
Overhead in the vaulted entry foyer, 4 statues of dragons glared down, their eyes flickering in the torchlight. So as you continue, cobwebs stretch between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of a great, dusty, dimly lit hall. Dimly lit with sputtering torches. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces of 8 stone gargoyles, squatting motionlessly on the rim of the domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling tiles are covered by decay and vines. It continues. Double doors of bronze stand close to the east. To the north, a wide staircase climbs into darkness. A lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze doors, through which you can hear sad and majestic organ tones.
So
Do we want
pretty.
to announce ourselves?
They know we're here.
Nom Dom
I know,
just
but
keeps
no
laughing nervously.
Formalities or something. Try to at least appear civilized.
I mean, I can make my voice louder and shout that we're here if we really want to.
I mean,
don't
just
know
like a
what that will
simple,
draw
we've
in.
accepted your, hello, we've accepted your invitation. I don't know.
Hello?
And-
Maylee will just call normally.
Hello.
Oh,
And an
fuck.
elf with brown skin and long black hair descends from the wide staircase, quiet as a cat. He wears a gray cloak over black studded leather. He's got a polished scimitar hanging from his belt. My masters are expecting you.
Yeah, we kind of got that impression.
My name is Radan. You're here for the dinner, I presume.
Dinner?
Presumably the dinner is not us, I presume.
We the dinner.
I don't particularly like the taste of gnome.
He just
Good enough
laughs
for me.
nervously more.
Or
Roll
Nom Dom
pats Nom Dom
realizing
on the
that
head.
every action since joining the party has been a mistake.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on.
Dinner will
Also-
be
Very well.
served momentarily. You are welcome to either I can show you to your room, or you may wait in the dining area.
We have a room?
Can
Mentally, Issa will say, I don't think we should split up. Does Laban
Oh,
still seem to be working?
I forgot we're mentally talking to each other. I say I agree. We should stay in a group.
Does the bond still work, Nathan? Or
The bond? You're telling me the bond? You're thinking you can hear?
okay, I just didn't know if like maybe there was something that made it go away. But okay,
I will
cool.
let you know if something does.
Fortuitous.
So we're staying together. So dining room.
All right. Yeah, if you could show us to the dining room, that would be great, I guess.
Quite. He walks around you, taking care to not get too close, and just starts walking down this way without pausing to see if you're going to follow. All right. Torchlight flutters against the walls of the vaulted hall. To the east, an arched hallway stretches for 20 feet, ending in a spiral staircase that goes up and down. Next to the hallway, a suit of armor, oiled and glistening, stands at attention in a shallow alcove. To the west, large double doors hang slightly open, with a steady, bright light escaping through the opening. Swells of organ music come from behind the doors, spilling their melody of power and defeat into the hall. The master waits. Enjoy.
Oh.
Three enormous crystal chandeliers brilliantly illuminate the magnificent chamber before you. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with, let's see, we're skipping all that. Places are set for each of you with fine, delicate china and silver. At each place, a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid with a delicate, tantalizing fragrance. At the center of the far west hot wall, between floor-to-ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare out in thunderous melody. It speaks in its tone of greatness and despair. Seated at the organ facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the keys in enraptured ecstasy. The figure suddenly stops, and as deep silence falls over the dining hall, he slowly turns towards you. Welcome to my castle.
Hello.
You
Which
stay
one are
seated. Which one am I?
Yes.
You don't know my name.
We are new to these lands.
Have
Still
a
getting the
seat.
lay.
Have a seat. You are in the presence of the lord of the castle, Darius von Verusk.
Also, would recognize him from the gate.
You would. But he's in different garb. At the gate, he was wearing cleric garb. Now he is dressed like a vampire. If you don't mind, I'll take my seat at the head of the table.
Oh no!
Yes.
No!
Nom Nom, do you want to
swap seats
split?
with Nom Dom.
Nom Nom laughs nervously. Thanks.
Relax. I don't bite much. I've been told that when I do, it is a quite pleasant experience.
What do you want?
To enjoy your company.
You are the one that sent the carriage?
Ah. The steed. It has a mind of its own.
I see.
Bucephalus was its name. Is the personal steed of Vladimir Drakova. The wretched beast that once owned these walls. Thankfully, you are in the presence of his better.
We'll cut straight to the chase. We believe in these castle walls is someone that is very important to us. We'd like to see them, and if possible, have them removed from the castle.
He claps his hands twice, sharply, without any announcement. And quickly, the doors open. And do I have a token for this guy? Oh, I do. I just gotta find him. Alright. This short and stout creature, covered in fur, looks to be dog fur, with panther ears, the left side of his face covered in lizard scales, and his left foot appears to be that of a duck. He comes hobbling in, pushing a cart of food, and starts serving you guys one at a time. He prepares you the blood of the valley, my guests, the blood of the valley, and he gives you each a bowl of deep red soup. You can see floating beets in the broth and nice hint of garlic. The people of Darrovia seem to think that we don't like garlic, but it is a fable. It changes the taste of the blood. Seasoning, if you will. It's quite pleasant.
I'm not one to take anyone's word for it.
Please,
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Enjoy. Now, what
Andy
was
will.
it? What was it? You are looking for a friend?
Yes. Someone who is here.
Were they bitten? For lack of a better term, are they
God, I hope not.
Are they donors?
Do you know Ava?
Ava. I don't know an Ava.
Issa would mentally say, what about her other names?
God, what were her other names?
Yes, thank
Ellie
you,
Hill, right?
Thank you, Cyrus. And Cyrus supposedly begins to set additional plates. Now, go. Your presence is disgusting. You spoil the dinner.
Are you expecting other guests?
He smiles at you, showing his white fangs. A little drop of blood dribbles down his lip, and he quickly dabs it with a handkerchief. Excuse me.
Melee is having a very hard time hiding the absolute hatred on her face.
We're looking for a human woman. Couldn't have been more than a month, maybe a month and a half since she came to Darrovia. Little short, black hair, a little bit on the sneaky side.
No one has been caught sneaking in the castle. If they are here sneaking, then they are quite skilled. The last one was of auburn hair, and we have not heard from her in a while. If you find her in the keep, please tell a staff member, and we will dispose of her.
Sorry, 2 of the AI images have black hair.
No, you're
Ava,
correct.
Yeah.
You're correct.
So this is someone else.
I don't know an Ava. I don't know of the black hair. And this is of the new kingdom, the Aesonar.
Can we insight check him on him saying that he doesn't know Ava?
Certainly.
My insight's crap. Melee's probably too distracted to do that.
I mean, Melee could. She is watching him really closely.
Damn.
It's not much higher than my passive insight, though.
Melee,
Yes.
as much as you hate to hear it, this man seems truthful.
Shit. Could she be here without them knowing? Is what Melee is saying through the telepathic bond.
No, yes, telepathic bond. Zeral just says Seraphina through the telepathic bond.
Seraphina?
Does Melee want to handle that, or Avisa do it?
Do you know someone by the name of Seraphina?
Yes.
Is she here?
Shortly.
Andy will look down at the soup, shrug, and take a sip.
Oh god.
Zeral
Nom
stares
Nom
at
laughs.
Andy.
Laughs nervously.
Oh fuck.
It is delicious.
Guys, it's actually not that bad.
Zeral wants to see what the vampire's expression is. Is he like upset that he ate before the rest of the guests got here? Is this okay to eat? Like,
He doesn't
Zeral's
even.
trying to...
He doesn't seem to be looking at Andy right now. He's looking at the last person that spoke, which I believe was Melee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
You can see Zeral start to drool if you're looking at him at all.
Please, indulge. I assure you, you won't die from the soup.
Zeral would pick up the bowl and just start drinking from it straight.
Nom Dom sticks his finger in his and like then tastes his finger.
It's delicious.
Andy will keep drinking. It.
Nom Dom starts to eat.
He has ensured our safety, at least for the moment. If they wanted to kill us, they certainly wouldn't use poison soup.
Melee is not touching hers.
Zeral basically goes through like the mind link. Ava might not be here yet. Might have to wait for Seraphina.
The door behind you swings open. Ah, the guests have arrived. I am clicking on the wrong thing. There we go.
Wait a minute. These look like regular minions.
So
They're not
these
yellow.
are red cloaked individuals. You can't see their face, and I can't seem to get them the right angle. One of them is black cloaked, and he is staying off behind. And directly behind all of them is Seraphina.
Woo!
My cat is screaming. Give me 1 second.
Causing a catastrophe.
Ah,
It's so dumb.
And they're the best ones.
Oh god.
Is Justin now also regretting joining this party?
No, this is awesome. This is so cool.
Listen, I can't help how I am. It's a problem.
No, I think it's fucking hilarious.
dad jokes are a gift. Embrace it.
I'm not even dad and I make dad jokes. I'm a faux pas.
Ah,
Okay, back.
welcome back. We have Seraphina and what looks like side fighters for an upcoming battle.
Seraphina glares at you as she takes her seat at the other end of the table, You didn't tell me that we had guests. I thought it was just going to be us. Well, plans have changed. Do be civil in my house. We'd hate for a mess. Indulge.
On that note, Zeral puts the bowl down and then picks up a spoon.
For those of you that haven't seen Seraphina before,
She's really grown.
yeah, so
Yeah, she is.
definitely changed from her previous careful priesty self. Now she's a lot more confident, and her armor is indeed still covered in gore. She doesn't
Girl
seem to
bossing.
be too worried about it, and there's an ever-present drip of blood from her eyes.
I like to see people growing in themselves.
Seraphina, you look delicious. You've had your fill, she responds. We've given you donations. And now, are you donating to us? And she gestures towards the rest of you guys with her hand coming a little too close to Melee for her comfort.
I'm here for Ava. Where is she?
Oh, she was no longer of use to me. So we gave her to someone that she is of use to. Oh, that is your Ava.
What did you do with her?
Oh, she's a guest.
A guest of who?
Of mine. She is my property now. A gift.
Give her back.
That would be terribly rude of me. You do not re-gift. Barter, perhaps? But what do you have that I do not?
I have the power to smite a fucking vampire.
Ah, I too have this power. The door opens. And old Cyrus comes back in with another cart and starts giving you guys each a salad dish.
Yeah. Zeral pushes the salad away.
The vampire Darius just waves Cyrus away, who leaves kind of grumbling under his breath.
Now, what would someone like you want for a soul like that?
I'm no devil. Well, debatable. I do not deal with souls. I deal with blood, power, occasionally knowledge. Less so.
Is this Seraphina or Darius talking?
Darius.
Okay.
I have.
Seraphine is just glaring at you guys.
I look directly at Darius. I have intimate knowledge of a being that's not quite a demon, not quite a devil, not quite a god. She lives far from this plane and has plans spanning eons. I could set you up with a chat with
Ye-
someone this powerful.
You guys
If you
all
want.
start to hear otherworldly screams in your ears. I am not a tool to be partnered with, and it sounds painful.
Never mind. She disagrees.
Fucking ow.
Well, I don't think
A
we
tear
hear
of
it,
blood
though.
comes down Andy's eyes.
Yeah, 'cause we're not linked with him mentally, right?
Yeah,
It's us
Andy's
four.
separate.
Oh, you're not linked with Andy? My bad.
No,
Unless she's
you
that
see
mad
like
and
a
it
drop
spans
of
us all.
blood come down Andy's eyes, and he's just like, "Yeah, no, never mind. She disagrees.
I imagine that would get him side eyes from most of the party.
She
With
does
the
not
blood
want a
coming down.
conversation with you.
Hmm.
Consider that off the table.
Well,
Pretend I said nothing."
such a tease. That was quite an interesting offer.
She's quite interesting, but she's not to be bartered.
Melee through the bond. I'm gonna fucking kill them.
Not right now.
They have Ava.
If you kill them, we don't.
Rafina has Ava.
If you kill them, we won't know where they're hiding her.
Though if Seraphina's dead, maybe we can actually get into her head.
Is she also already kind of dead? Does that work on undead?
Sending works on any creature.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we should hold off on fighting.
What a wizard thing to say.
What about seeing her? Could we see her, have a bit of a chat, see how she is, where she is?
I'm very protective of my property. I'm afraid that is not going to happen. Consider it off
And
the
yet
table.
you let us into your property.
Not to barter. To enjoy company. Please, enjoy your salad. The main course will be on its way soon.
Nom Dom takes a bite.
Mm. So this is a mixture of like bitter greens, some walnuts, and crumbled goat cheese on top. It's quite good if you like that sort of thing.
Melee is continuing to not eat.
Issa would also not be eating. She's kind of like shoving her food around to make it look like she's sort of eating, but think of like a sad kid at the table that doesn't want their Brussels sprouts.
Andy's saving on rations. He digs in.
Is Melee staring at Seraphina? Which way is Melee looking right now?
Melee is looking at the Darius guy. She is giving
Okay.
him a death glare.
So for clarification, because I got a little lost. So Seraphina has gifted Ava to Darius?
Yes.
Okay, because I was thinking she just was keeping her. Gotcha.
Since we're all here together, this is Seraphina speaking. How fares Casimir?
Did you send him?
He was a dear friend of mine, shall we say?
Well, sorry, but your dear friend is fucking dead.
That seems to happen to my friends. She does look visibly like moved a little
He
bit
came-
about that.
He came down with a horrible case of trying to kill us and didn't survive. It was terminal.
He gave his life to Natael. We should toast to him. And all the cultists grab a glass. And they raise it. So Casimir. And she raises her
Absolutely
glass, expecting you guys all to do the same. Darius raises his glass of a thick red, hopefully wine, and gives her a nod and takes a drink. To Casimir.
Nom Nom does not.
Issa would also send down the bonds like, I'm gonna be wary of speaking because technically she might know my voice and that I'm the one trying to reach Ava, so I'm gonna hold off on talking as long as possible.
You're trying to reach Ava right now?
No, that's a mental thing.
I know.
Issa suspects that she might recognize Issa's voice.
So she's letting everybody know that like she's gonna keep quiet for a bit just in case Seraphina recognizes her because she would hear from the sending messages.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
So the roll is just scraping the salad on Melee's plate.
You.
Especially when she's looking at Seraphina, trying not to let Melee see it.
Tell me a story. You there, and he's pointing at Zero. Tell me of the battle with Casimir. This Casimir. It seems like a great fighter, no?
I don't know which one was Casimir. I didn't meet the guy personally.
Seraphina slams her hand on the table, rattling the silver. He just glares at you.
Did I meet them?
Do you have a problem, bitch?
Reel it in, she would hear in her head.
She just like bites her tongue to the point you can see her like actually her teeth kind of biting into her lip, causing more blood to trickle down her cheek. It seems to be kind of magical in nature because you don't really think that there's this much fluid in one individual. Can't perpetually bleed this long and not die.
Yeah.
She's like those baby bottles. It's an illusion where it just refills and refills.
At the mental reprimand, Melee kind of grumbles and settles back into her chair.
The battle really wasn't much to say. He tried and failed to attack some of our most vulnerable in the night.
Who?
He tried
Give
and
me
failed.
details.
Oh, very simple. We went to bed in an inn. Casimir, in his arrogance, confusion, decided to attack some of our squishier members, the ones without armor, you understand, in the middle of the night. He was not very good at that job. Once the rest of us were awake, he tried to run away. He did not get far. After he was slain,
You died a coward?
he died a coward.
She smashes her hand into the table again.
I will look directly at Seraphina. He died running.
I would like to tell a story now. Lord
By all means.
Darius. And she bows her head, glaring at Andy and Melee, the two primary talkers of this conversation. I, with company, she gestures to her guard, traveled to the mountains in Kaldrheim not too long ago in search of a dark artifact of power. Casimir, the mighty, followed along on my right. We found a magic item, a vorpal blade of the Shalak, and I bestowed it upon him. And as we approached our prize, the true bitch touched it first. And as she screamed and cried and wept on her knees, Casimir cut her down. And we
Melee
chained her, healed her, and cut her again. And then brought her here when she proves to be no use. And then she smiles
Melee
and
is
sits back
on
in her
her
chair.
feet. Melee is on her feet by the end of that story. The chair kicked back from her. She is glaring down Seraphina.
Cyrus opens the door and then closes it.
No, my food.
He's so tell her down the bond. Remember, we talked to her before she was under Seraphina's control. She said she was coming here. She's egging you on.
She did something to Ava.
And we'll kill her later. But cool it.
So what I'm hearing, Seraphina, is that he's a sadistic coward. Marvelous.
You was bad, man.
Cyrus comes in with the main course. Large roasted venison on silver platters.
These are all starts to eat.
Melee slowly picks her chair back up and sits down.
Nom Nom eats the food.
Mid bites, Andy continues. He really wasn't all that special. Twitchy, paranoid, confused at times, and at the very hint of danger he would cower. Really,
Lord Darius.
if he was alone with Ava, I don't think he would have come out on top.
Lord Darius,
Ooh.
may I be excused? Seraphina, you of course have capacity to leave to go anywhere you like within these walls, but there will be no bloodshed unless it is to be into my chalice.
Hear that, Melee? No bloodshed.
I hear that.
Isn't Seraphina always shedding blood?
It's true.
Very well. I shall wait till they have left your protection before I slaughter them and turn them into the pink mist.
I would like
Can
to
try.
see you try.
Oh,
Hell yeah, on the same page.
If you're half as good, well, no, if you're twice as good, then maybe you'll last longer than 2 minutes.
come along now. And they get up and they start to leave. I'm just going to drag them.
Yeah.
Go ahead, weave your little protection spells, get all
she-
prepared.
She stops at the door and turns her head. Oh, and by the way, Casimir won the 1v1 we just watched.
While she was on the ground screaming debilitated, yes.
Not so. Consider that just reflavoring the story to get a rise.
He still died like a pig.
A better fate than your dear friend, I'm afraid. Ta-ta.
And with the door shut, Zeral reaches across and grabs one of the steaks from the other plate.
Well, that was entertaining.
Now, Your Grace, please don't mistake my snark. or disrespect towards you, of course. I have a great deal of interest in this friend of ours, and I am a human of above average ability. I believe we can come to some sort of arrangement.
Cyrus comes in and gives you guys all a plate, small plate with a black plum tart on each. And refills Darius's glass with a, looks to be like a wine skin. And as the liquid pours into his chalice, it has like a few like blop blops and like comes out kind of thick.
Ew.
Ooh.
Okay. That is no concern of mine.
Mhm.
I don't see, I don't try to talk to your horse, your plum tart. You won't talk to mine.
So she has a blood bag. They would hear that mentally.
Can't talk,
Let's-
but how about buy?
You'd like the purchase?
We could try.
How about trade?
Are you in need of any soul shards?
No.
No.
No, I don't need disgusting things. I will trade this Ava for one of you.
Straw looks at the gnome.
No. 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 No.
It only hurts for a little while, and you can go on your way.
Issa would late say in her head like, not that I agree with Zoral's quickness in how he said that, but Namdam, you do know Dimension Door. You can get out if need be.
Oh God.
But I'm also not saying offer yourself up. You would hear that all in your head.
I will stay if you let Ava go.
You don't be so hasty. Just why don't you stay for the night and think it over, and we will talk in the morning over breakfast.
His little tart can't harm us as long as we're in here.
To find in
Think-
here, do we have to stay in this room?
In the castle.
No, castle.
Okay.
Rahadin will take you to your room. You met him, no?
Yes.
We did, yes.
Would have come here to get Ava just for Melee to trade herself in. Like, that makes no sense. We might as well have not come. We get to sleep on it. So we'll figure it out.
We trade melee for someone else, then they can still be together.
Or they can just go be together in the vampire castle.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
They can go out together if they so choose, because Melee would never want to be around vampires.
Yeah, let's go to bed.
Agreed.
Real out of character talk. Is this someone's convoluted way of getting a different character?
No, not that
No.
we've talked about.
Okay. Okay. Just making sure I didn't step on toes.
In
Thanks for
theory,
keeping my
too.
secret.
Well, because with the time passage too, because we traveled for 4 hours, we blinked here in the carriage. It's been what, maybe I don't know how long it's been that we've actually been here. So is it only midday? So like, could we do downtime, or is it immediately go to bed?
I mean, you can do some downtime. He's just gonna show you where the room is.
Okay.
Yes, let's go to our rooms.
Don't go out on a balcony.
Well, have you decided?
Yeah, we'll stay the night.
Ah, wonderful. I'm sure you will be very pleasant guests within Citadel.
I'm sure.
Okay, well, this has been invigorating. If you don't mind, I found a good book. I'd like to read it. It's about an invincible dog. I cannot put it down. I will call Rahadin.
Are there any steaks left on the table?
You can have Issa's.
Issa, could you scry on her ass, please?
On who?
Eva.
Ava, I can send her a message. It's
No.
not scrying.
Melee, could you scry on her ass, please?
I don't have the materials, and I also don't have it memorized right now.
Do we have 1,000 gold between us?
Andy, what is on the
Probably.
piano?
Sorry, what was that?
There's something on the piano. This is obviously friend speaking.
Yeah. Everyone else would just see Andy get up,
So
walk towards the piano.
This is when you realize that the organ had never stopped playing. What you would at first might have assumed was an unseen servant, you are starting to realize it's a shadow.
Is this a friend of yours?
She's interesting. Okay, thank you. This,
And he will sit down over here and start eating again.
the shadow like disappears as you kind of turn away from it.
Actually, is there any buttons or switches underneath the piano?
There, I mean, underneath it, just normal piano stuff.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
Hey, how expensive are those stand-up mirrors? Maybe we could scry in that.
I mean, they are from floor to ceiling, so probably pretty
Very
expensive.
Does someone want to watch the door? Oh wait, shit, I don't have it memorized. In the morning, someone can watch the door and I can scry?
Dave, are you marking off the plates you've eaten from?
You can have mine, Zero.
Oh, I was about to cross it off anyways.
Okay, cool.
Player agency is so great. I mean, yeah, we could do a watch for you to cast.
And if we're going into a room that's just as extravagant as here, I imagine there'd be an expensive mirror.
Yeah, maybe we'll have one up there. We can give it a try in the morning. I'll make sure to meditate and get that spell ready.
All right.
Plan.
Oh, he said sounds like a plan? Was that that or I don't like that plan? One of the two.
No, I don't like that. I don't wanna.
Nom Dom doesn't like any of this.
There's
no, he
Yeah.
doesn't.
Anything since he's joined the party.
There are 3 very loud and like slow knocks on the door before it opens. And Rahad then comes in. And he just gestures for you to follow. He doesn't say anything.
Is there bread on the table?
Yes.
Zeral quickly grabs a little bit of bread and then grabs this steak and this steak if they're untouched and makes a sandwich.
How much can one man eat?
Well, he
Oh,
is a
trust me,
half orc. He's huge.
All right. So he takes you over to these stairs here.
Little legs can't keep up.
All right. Takes you up. You may have your explore. You may explore the castle as you see. Just stay out of the upper spires and the lower levels.
Understood. Thank you.
Am I allowed to go to the kitchen?
Should you need to eat, then we will oblige.
Okay, there you go.
All right, let me drag you guys up to here. So this spirals around. Let's see. Yep. So you go up 1 floor, go on to another floor. And then you go up another. All right, and eventually you guys make yourselves on the 3rd floor from the ground. So let me grab your characters so you can see what the hell is going on. And for some reason, Melee is still glowing. Let's get rid of that.
I'm just so bright.
All right, and
He's so angry.
active.
Trapdoor.
My God, this place is huge.
How
He goes
huge
back
is
down
it?
the stairs.
He still say thank you before he goes away.
Thank
doesn't-
you.
He just
Is this
nods
so
his head
rude?
and continues.
Oh, now I'm not. I can't see anything around me. It's okay, they're clearing it.
Here. Whee!
Thanks.
I'll add another light so you can see.
Okay, so these are just.
Oh, good. I'm gonna
Rooms.
need that later.
Wee, wee, wee.
Zeral is gonna plop down on the couch.
Oh, so there's only the one bed.
Yep.
I woo.
Nah.
This is some twisted romance novel.
I
I'm not-
am stuff.
All right. I'll describe the room for you. Large bed sits in the center of the room. It's 4 corner posts supporting a black canopy trimmed with gold tassels. Several comfortable divans are placed about the room. There's a banded door in the west wall and a smaller unbanded door on the east wall.
Okay.
And you guys already inspected the closet. So there's a small wood-paneled room that reeks of mildew and has a 10-foot high ceiling. Iron hooks on the walls and a dusty black cloak hangs from one hook in the center of the south wall.
I thought that was the bathroom.
Yeah, that's what I was
so
wondering. Like,
did
where's the
I.
bathroom? Does the cloak have any? I don't know. Does the cloak have anything interesting on it?
Just a black cloak.
Okay. All right, what's our plan?
While you guys are planning, I'm going to try something, and Andy will begin casting something.
As you're doing that, I'm also want to mention that right here, the first thing you saw coming up the stairs is a portrait of a well-dressed man.
Do we recognize the guy?
No. You can do a history check, though.
Sure, 1 second. I'm just typing some notes.
Ooh, I will also do a history check.
You both recognize this individual as Vladimir Jakova.
Okay.
Wait, if they hate him so much, why did they keep his picture up?
Costs a lot to redecorate, okay?
I'm not seeing anything in here that I can scry with.
Nate, I got a couple of weird questions for you.
I might have a couple of weird answers.
We went up 2 floors. Would Andy be able to estimate how far vertically we went up?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to cast Clairvoyance directly 4 floors down.
All right, let me give you... Let's see. I don't have the actual number in my head. It is... somewhere here. All right, so each stairwell is like 50 feet. So
Okay.
you are 2 floors up, so you're 100 feet up from the floor. Clairvoyance. You looking out the window?
No.
What are we doing?
This sensor is going 150 feet straight down
Straight down. Okay. And
into a basement that I presume is there.
you said 150 feet straight down? Wait, how far?
Mhm.
Okay. 150 feet straight down is going to be... What do you see with clairvoyance?
I see anything as though I was there. And anyone who can see invisibility sees a small orb about the size of their fist.
Okay. So what you see is a dinner table, not too unlike the one that you were just in. But it is a darker yellowish room, the yellowish hue. The walls, actually, let me just... Yeah, the walls are lined in bone. And as you look closer, the table itself seems to be made of bone. And what you thought were chairs are actually skeletons fashioned into chairs with the skulls hanging on the top. Some of them dropping back, their jaws agape.
Oh.
Piles of bones litter the floor.
That's no good.
At the center, there is what appears to be a bowl made of bone.
Huh.
It's a long room, about the same height, north to south, as the one you're in. But it's rectangular. There is a door to the north, door to the south, and a double door to the east.
Double to the east, presumably going out. Everyone else looking at Andy just sees his eyes glowing blue, and he's just saying, oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I don't like that.
What do your human eyes see?
He is going to break the spell, and in another 10 minutes, he's going to try the same depth, 100 feet through the north door. This could just be into a wall. I don't know. I'm looking at the basement right now. They have another dining room. It's made of bone.
Ooh.
Table's
Actually,
bone. The chairs are bone.
I'm gonna do you one
Everything's
better.
bone.
I'm gonna do you one
Yeah.
better. I'm gonna show you this.
Oh no.
All right. So I'm gonna drag you specifically here. Let's see if I can figure out how to do that. Wait, did I do it? No. Pull to this scene.
Oh God.
All right. 10 minutes later.
10 minutes later, I would like to see whatever is in this point, please. To the north.
To the north. Oh, I was going the other direction. Okay. All right. So
This looks like just a...
Don't remember what this one is. I think it's just an office room.
Yeah, that's just an office.
All right. So
And then
this one.
Oh.
It's a shadowy room, which is in perfect order. A great table stands here with a chair, inkwell, and a quill carefully in its place. Lances, swords, and shields that bear the Darrovian crest are hung neatly in the dark with an oil-painted wall.
Oh boy. Not much I can see there. Could I try right here, please? Another 10 minutes. This is the last one.
Where?
Right here, a little to the southeast.
What are the rest of you doing for this?
Digesting.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here.
Staring at Andy.
Can we like look at books or anything around the room, see if there's anything useful? Oh.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Yeah, you're too good at those. Hey.
These are unfortunately just novels. Nothing really.
Anything local?
Tusk
Local?
Glove.
I mean, they're all just local novels. Nothing really of note.
Mm.
All right, Andy, time's up.
Alright. Yeah.
Oh, did I drag
Any
Zerol
vision
there, or did I drag you there?
You did not drag me there.
I dragged Zerol there, my bad.
Completely dark, as intended?
You have dark vision. That's
I do
dark
not.
there. Can you see with clairvoyance in the dark?
No. As if I was in the space. No.
It is dark as shit.
Okay.
You are on a step.
That is all then. I would be happy to be dragged back then. So Andy will come back for the third time, and after getting rid of the disorientation of hearing you guys, but being like 3 floors down, would say, yeah, these guys are fucking evil vampires. There's a dining room below the dining room we were in, but it's made of bone. The chairs are bone. The tables are bone. I didn't get to see too much else. I can't be very accurate with a spell if I don't know where I'm going. My guess is if they were holding someone like Ava, it might be down there.
EM, can I ask a world building question here?
Yes.
Because in some fantasy stuff, orcs do still build stuff in bones. What I have been seen bone like chairs or bone like stuff back in the orc village?
Yes.
Okay, so in that case, Zeral go just be like, "Well, what's wrong with bone tables? My family uses them all the time."
It's and do they make bone tables out of orc?
Not that I'm aware of.
Imagine making bone tables and chairs out of orc.
Are you sure they were made out of orc down there?
I'm sure they were made out of human
Oh,
and elf and maybe orc.
Humanoid.
are you sure?
Yes, you are sure that they were made out of humanoid.
Yeah,
Okay.
they were humanoid bones and skeletons.
Okay.
Yeah, if it was a deer or something like that, I wouldn't have cared.
Fair enough.
This entire place needs to be purged.
Okay, Arthas.
Can we open this hatch thing that's out here?
Yeah. I think.
I mean, there's no like interactable on it, but like I don't know if
I know. Let's see. Make sure because everything is attached to everything, so I want to make sure I'm sending you guys to the right place.
very fair.
All right, yeah. So it just has a ring on it that you can pull.
Alright, pull it.
All right, below the trap door, you can see multiple 100 feet deep shaft. It just leads into darkness.
Hey guys, there's a big long hole over here.
Was there a ladder or anything?
Is there a ladder or anything?
There's nothing. It's just black.
How far?
If you give me a day, we can fall down safely.
I have a rope.
That'll work.
I think Issa's got rope too, actually. Let me look in her stupid bag.
You got bed sheets.
I'll tie a rope together.
That's a coin pouch.
Yeah, fuck stairs. You guys got a rope.
Right?
I mean, they did say we could explore freely as long as we don't go into the basement or the spires. We could just go back down to that dining room and cast scrying.
I will need to wait for 4 hours, get some rest, and then we can.
Give me 8 hours and we can jump out down that chute if we want to.
How many people can you protect going down the chute?
We have enough.
That's not on this.
Up to 5 creatures.
The problem will also be getting back out of the chute.
That's not my specialty.
We can tie a rope up here maybe and see if it reaches far enough that we can climb back up once we're down.
Just have Nom Dom quick cast fireball so you can ride them up like a rocket ship.
Mhm.
The
Oh, hey. Well, how far does this go? Issa's got Starry Wisp. It's a little ball of light. She wants to shoot it down the shaft just to see how far it goes.
Okay.
Just
You do that, and it drops.
If there's anyone on the other
into
end, they're going to be
blackness.
so upset.
Goes quite a ways down. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Actually, this would be probably investigation, so add your intelligence instead.
Okay, it's, let's see, that is -2, so 21.
All right. So this is approximately before the light stops and just like comes to an abrupt halt. It's about 170 feet.
Okay. Well, I guess technically I probably wouldn't know that because Starry Wisp only goes, it doesn't go 170, it goes 60 feet. So I'm assuming it would stop at 60 and fizzle out.
I mean, you dropped it and it's gravity.
Okay, I'll take it.
We take those.
It's about 170 feet down.
That's 4 things worth of rope.
Yeah, I got 2.
Don't slip.
I was wrong. I do not have rope.
I have 1.
Anyone else have rope?
I do not.
I think Zoral said he did, so that's 4 between us.
Yep, I was on mute.
You could ask Seraphina if she has any rope.
I don't
She'd
think
only
she
give it
wants
to hang
talk
ourselves.
us. Yeah. Do we want to climb down then, or wait until Andy can do whatever he does?
Well,
Do-
I need a day to prep Featherfall, is the thing.
Do we want to politely ask, hey, where's the shaft go and can we go look at that?
That would probably go down to the lower levels if it's 170. Because I was looking 150 feet down.
Okay.
No place we shouldn't go.
Wait, what if it's like the Star Wars thing where you fall down and there's a big bad monster down there?
Did anything go bleh when the moat went down? I guess
So-
that'd be an attack roll at that point.
It just fizzled.
Okay.
It's so funny to me that we don't actually have a reason to go down here, but because it's a big long hole, we
It's
really
there.
want to go down there.
We're going splunking, guys. All these stairs, and we're going splunking.
Hold on. There's a manga image for this.
Oh, man.
One isn't there. So,
I
yep.
found my whole thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
we have reached 11 o'clock.
We have.
This is where we're going to leave it for the night. Trying to
Stare
decide
down a giant
if we're going to jump into a hole in a vampire castle.
With at least 1, maybe 6 Strahd level characters.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be weaker.
They could be, or they could be stronger.
Could be stronger.
They're also probably new vampires, which I hear they're nasty in the monster manual.
Uh,
I don't know anything about them. I just heard that they're more nasty because everything got buffed.
So they have same vampire spawn, same vampire, but they have a couple different variations of vampire as well. That I'm not really gonna get into. I think one of them has to do with like alchemy made or like curse made vampires versus like
Oh.
turning.
God.
So,
Oh dear.
yeah. All right,
Not
guys,
'cause
that's
here,
it.
vampires.
Because I like our odds against one of those guys. Maybe one of those guys in Seraphina. I don't like our odds against 6.
Yeah. We should separate them and purge them one at a time. I can burn them in sunlight.
Or we get Ava out to
Divide
start
and
regroup,
conquer.
and then we could do something later.
True, Ava would be really good at assassinating these guys.
Let me put it
But
this
we're-
way, guys. So, Curse of Strahd. Strahd is the final boss.
Mhm.
He has him and this castle. And the module goes from level 1 to 12. If there are potentially 6 Strahds in here, and you're level what?
12.
12.
Tread carefully.
Oh God.